Hey Jim, did you know that Murray State has added a new dimension in their education?
Really? How are they doing that?
Well, check this out. It's the Murray State Shield, and it took about 2.5 hours to print on the 3D printer.
This is really neat. I've always wanted to see a 3D printer.
And Murray State has one now, and they're using it to enhance their classroom experience. It may seem like a futuristic replicator from your favorite sci-fi movie, but it's actually a modern-day 3D printer.
A 3D printer can provide lots of benefits for an industry. For example, in product development, which is a large focus for what a lot of our students do, a company will create a three-dimensional CAD model of a particular product, and before they go into full production on that product, they might like to look at some particular aspect of it or specification on that part. So a lot of prototypes are used for form, fit, and function tests. A lot of times parts are used just to give an engineer or a designer some physical part to hold in their hand, and prototyping or additive manufacturing is a great way to do that. It gives them a physical part that they can look at, turn, rotate, communicate to other designers, engineers, manufacturing people, and then that part gets produced. The 3D printer provides benefits to Murray State students because it's a very valuable tool for them in product design. In our engineering, graphics, and design courses, we have several 3D modeling classes, and the 3D printer allows them to take that model and print it out and essentially create a physical part or a physical copy of what they see on the screen. And what that does for students is it gives them an idea of the size of the part, it gives them an idea of locations of features or how certain features interact with other components. And that way students can look at their physical prototype and they can compare that back to their CAD model, make any modifications to the features on that particular model, and then they can use that for communication tool as well.
We may not quite be at the one push of a button instant copies yet, but this printer is already helping both MSU students and our surrounding community industries.
Some of the things that we've printed here at Murray State, we work with industry quite a bit. We've worked with Briggs & Stratton here in town. We work with a company in Paris called Paris Industrial Services. Some of the things that we've printed dipsticks and the oil fill tube for Briggs & Stratton. They were modifying the design and needed to prototype that. Paris Industrial Services creates hydraulic valves for the automotive industry, and so we were printing components for those. In class, we have printed any number of student designs, some of which are small, and we give them a little taste of how the 3D printing process works. So we've printed some 1-inch by 1-inch cubes that have movable, interchangeable parts. We've also printed cell phone mounts for bicycles that students have designed in some of our SolidWorks courses. We are going to print an LED light case. So we're going to take apart an LED light and we're going to prototype a new case for it and then use that to create an LED light. We also have a student organization called the Association of Engineering, Graphics, and Design. So each spring semester we design a wooden toy, and a lot of times we will prototype some of the parts, if not the entire toy, so that we can get an idea of how large it's going to be, how difficult some of the components are going to be to assemble together, and that gives students a really nice visual to see their product coming to life.